Failure is an inevitable companion in the pursuit of progress and achievement. In reflecting upon my own experiences, I have come to understand that setbacks are not mere obstacles, but essential ingredients in a comprehensive journey toward success. As I recount the early days of my personal and professional endeavors, I vividly remember moments where disappointment and self-doubt loomed large, only to eventually reveal hidden opportunities for growth. Each failure served as a crucial turning point, urging me to reassess my ambitions, strategies, and priorities. The initial sting of defeat gradually transformed into a profound lesson about resilience and adaptation. This narrative does not seek to minimize the emotional toll of failure, but rather to embrace it as a powerful catalyst for learning. By acknowledging mistakes as valuable experiences, I found that the pathway to success becomes clearer with every setback encountered. In sharing this perspective, I invite the audience to view their own failures with renewed insight and determination. Let us embark on a meditative journey that recognizes failure not as an endpoint, but as a necessary milestone in a long and demanding road towards self-improvement and fulfillment. This thoughtful discourse shall inspire persistence and foster continual personal advancement. Failure occupies a universal position in human life, interweaving its lessons through every stage of our development. Throughout history, renowned figures have encountered critical failures that preceded their most celebrated achievements. Observing these patterns reveals that failure is not isolated but rather an inherent aspect of the human condition. I recall specific episodes from my own journey where setbacks provided the impetus for significant self-reflection and transformation. In those pivotal moments, the realization dawned that every error harbored a lesson, a directive for improvement, and the possibility of new beginnings. My narrative is interlaced with instances where the sting of defeat served as both a challenge to my ambitions and a reminder of the potential embedded in perseverance. Each experience of failing enriched my understanding of limitations and capabilities. It sharply illustrated that success may be preceded by repeated trials and learning opportunities, and that the resilience one displays in adversity is as vital as any intellectual pursuit. The interplay between risks, failures, and rewards forms an instructional narrative that encourages a more informed and proactive approach to personal growth. Whether in academic, professional, or personal endeavors, failure stands as a guide, often subtle but undeniably efficacious, in highlighting both frailty and strength. Recognizing this duality allows one to pursue goals with tempered expectations and renewed determination. By integrating insights garnered from failures, I have come to appreciate that each setback is a deliberate instructor in the curriculum of life, urging me to reconsider and realign my course. With a clearer and more mature perspective, this understanding underscores that embracing failure, with all its inherent disappointments and potential lessons, is indispensable for nurturing innovation and achieving lasting success. Such realizations continue to guide my decisions, inspiring measured resilience and a persistent quest for personal excellence in every new challenge that unfolds. Indeed, during the most challenging periods of my journey, I encountered profound disappointments that tested the very core of my resolve. Those moments, marked by intense feelings of regret and sorrow, initially appeared as insurmountable barriers to my aspirations. As I navigated the turbulent waters of failure, I discovered that the depth of my pain often served as a mirror reflecting the true nature of my ambitions. It was in these trying times that I began to see the beauty hidden within adversity. I gradually learned that every setback contained within it the seeds of potential growth and meaningful transformation. In retrospect, each experience of defeat functioned as a vital checkpoint, an opportunity to pause, reassess, and redirect my efforts with renewed focus. I found solace in quiet introspection, allowing the initial sting of despair to evolve into a profound understanding of my personal limitations and latent strengths. The process of accepting failure required a shifting of perspective, one that balanced the emotional intensity of disappointment with the pragmatic need for progress. By embracing setbacks rather than avoiding them, I was able to transform perceived pain into a source of inspiration. This transformative journey was characterized by deliberate efforts to extract the underlying lessons embedded within each moment of failure, thereby redefining the meaning of my struggles. In doing so, I cultivated resilience and learned to cherish the experience of growth that accompanies every difficult encounter. The metamorphosis from pain to purpose is neither swift nor effortless, but it is a pivotal step that allows one to face future challenges with a fortified spirit and a clearer vision of success. In every subsequent trial, the evolving understanding of my inner strength guided the transformation of despair into constructive action, fueling an enduring pursuit of excellence and balanced growth with unwavering commitment always. My journey through repeated failures has been instrumental in cultivating a resilient spirit, one that has been forged in the crucible of adversity. Repeated challenges taught me that true strength is not an inherent trait but a quality that is developed over time through persistent effort and reflection. I recalled times when setbacks seemed endless, each instance of hardship serving as a stern tutor in the art of perseverance. In the midst of these trials, I learned to recognize that every challenge represents not a dead end, but rather an invitation to demonstrate inner fortitude and adaptability. With each experience, my framework for dealing with adversity grew stronger, as I embraced a mindset that prioritized learning from errors and fortifying my resolve. In these critical moments, the act of perseverance became more than a response to failure. It emerged as a deliberate and conscious strategy to overcome obstacles and rebuild with greater determination. I committed myself to analyze each struggle with a discerning eye, extracting the lessons hidden within the fabric of my experiences. This methodical approach allowed me to identify patterns, refine my methods, and ultimately, become more resilient in the face of unforeseen challenges. Additionally, forming connections with individuals who shared similar experiences underscored the importance of community support while navigating the turbulent seasons of life. Observing their journeys reaffirmed my belief that resilience is a shared human attribute, nurtured not in isolation but through collective encouragement and empathy. Each narrative of overcoming hardship further instilled a belief that the challenges one encounters can be transformative, if viewed through the lens of growth. Today, my resolve remains unshaken, grounded in the conviction that every struggle contributes to the mosaic of personal strength, ultimately paving the way for a more enlightened approach to success. Embracing every challenge with measured resolve, I steadily progressed through periods of uncertainty, allowing each trial to deepen my perseverance. This enduring journey not only fortified my character but also enriched my understanding of life's complexities, ultimately affirming that continuous effort and reflection are the true hallmarks of lasting strength and wisdom beyond any doubt. Adopting a transformed perspective on failure marked a turning point in my personal development. I came to understand that a growth mindset, which views setbacks as valuable lessons rather than definitive conclusions, is fundamental in achieving enduring success. Embracing this concept required a deliberate effort to relinquish the stigma associated with failure, allowing constructive criticism and insightful analysis to pave the road to progress. I recalled early moments when each mistake felt like a personal defeat. However, upon reflection, those nominal failures eventually uncovered avenues for innovation and strategic realignment. A meticulous reassessment of my goals enabled a pivotal shift from self-reproach to self-compassion. I realized that the act of learning from failures involves both an honest appraisal of one's shortcomings and a commitment to continuous improvement. In this transformative journey, I strove to celebrate incremental victories, recognizing that small achievements often serve as stepping stones toward larger aspirations. The systematic review of errors and the integration of feedback into future strategies became a cornerstone of my approach. As I refined my methods, it became evident that each setback carried within it a silver lining, an opportunity to unlock previously concealed potentials. This revelation bolstered my determination to persevere through adversity, reinforcing the belief that failure is not a final verdict but rather an instructive milestone on the route to success. With every experience, the duality of disappointment and opportunity became increasingly clear, prompting a gradual evolution toward a mindset focused on resilience and consistent growth. Consequently, I embraced failure as an essential advisor in my pursuit of excellence, forever altering my approach to challenges and fueling a relentless drive for self-improvement. Through persistent reflection and an unwavering commitment to better myself, I continuously transform setbacks into significant learning milestones, deeply reshaping my understanding of what it means to strive for greatness. Every encounter with failure becomes a part of a larger narrative that illustrates the profound impact of embracing the growth process. In this light, success is not measured by the absence of mistakes, but by the constructive insights gained from overcoming them, thus affirming my enduring resolve truly. As I reflect on the cumulative lessons learned from each failure, I recognize the profound transformation that accompanies the sincere acceptance of setbacks. Every misstep has contributed to a broader understanding of success as an ongoing journey, rather than a definitive destination. My experiences have demonstrated that failure is not an anomaly to be feared, but a powerful force that refines our skills, sharpens our perspectives, and ultimately guides us toward more enlightened paths. The resilience developed through adversity fosters a readiness to face future challenges with clarity and determination. In this reflective moment, I acknowledge that the pursuit of success is intricately linked to the willingness to embrace our imperfections and learn from our errors. The insights gained from past disappointments act as a compass, steering us toward novel opportunities and fostering continual personal development. With every forward step, I am reminded that success embraces those who are unafraid to risk failure and are committed to evolving through adversity. Guided by these reflections, I now look forward to a future that is built upon the foundations of hard-earned wisdom and unyielding determination. This enduring journey reinforces my commitment to continuous growth, inspiring persistent forward motion with unwavering, steadfast purpose.